What's up, everyone? Brand new series that I've been putting together, just basically revolving around, these daily tournaments and what the different formats are. Basically, just outlining some of the rules. This one is going to be high score. If you do want to see some of the other videos, I have already included them on my series. Clear the table, clear the stripes are two things that I've already put content up for, so you can easily search for that if you're looking for it. One of the things that I'm going to do here is just kind of outline what is high score, what's some of the strategy, stuff like that. You'll see this, it says 10 stages. So that's one of the first things that I look at. Okay, so that means we're going to have 10 rounds. It's going to be a single standard scoring. These are the type of things that I'm looking at when I go to hit the enter button. Then the other thing that you always want to check out is you want to check out the tiebreaker rules. And as soon as you jump in, it outlines that for you. So you'll see a lot of these are repetitive, sunk shots with the consecutive shots. So you always want to focus on consecutive shot, try to putting together long runs because it's going to really multiply your score, the bigger runs you can go on. Sinking 2 balls, 3 balls at once, it's going to kind of inflate your tiebreaker. Definitely something you always want to be on the lookout for. Can I combo this cue ball in? Try to give myself a 2-3 ball run. Sinking kick shot, bank shots, using those rails and doing a little non-linear shots. Those are the ones that kind of create a triangle off the rail. And I try to utilize those pretty often. Now, one of the things that you'll see on the high score tournament is you'll see a lot of these pockets over here. All the corner pockets are 25 points. All the sides are 75. What I typically use to try to do on this is I try to go with a soft break. And I try to come off this rail, for example. So just kind of gently break these up. And you'll see there's no penalty right now. We're not in penalty phase. So all I'm trying to do is just create just a little bit better table for where I could start to put together a streak. And if it's okay in this early, if we miss some shots, so you'll see that I'm kind of intentionally just kind of breaking things up, trying to get things clear path, try to shift some of these balls towards the pocket. Because the goal for when I do go to start shooting this, because you can see right now we're not in penalty phase. So since there's no penalty, I'm just kind of really gently just kind of forcing things up towards the pockets. And mainly towards this center pocket because you're going to see that's where the biggest bonuses come from. You can see this is just, more so than anything, just strategy. And the strategy that we're setting up here is to make it so we can hopefully go on a nice little run. And the more that these balls are kind of towards the side, kind of set up, you can see that set up for kind of like a nice combo. And you can see kind of the object of what I'm doing. And with this one, I'm just going to kind of try to thread it up here. Try to put it right in between there. And all this looks pretty good. With the exception of like 1 or 2 balls. So basically you can see that I'm just like very, very gently tapping things. Just kind of getting things positioned. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully just try to set myself up for this nice long run here. And you can see I haven't even tried to put anything in the pocket yet, but now that's the very first one that I did. And the goal that I'm going to do is to kind of just control all these shots. You can see that for this one, I'm going to just try to kind of cheat the pocket a little bit. Bring this cue ball back. Try to get it in nice position. And that's the purpose of this, is to go on as long as a run as you can, as high scoring as you can. And just a little nudge there on the 10. I didn't want that. So unfortunately, I hit that 10 there. But you could see I had this safety that I set up to where I knew that that was just going to kind of combo in. I'm kind of leaving that open for that combo shot. I think, we can get this in a combo like that. Those balls right there are set up. All I need to do is make contact. If I can make contact with that, that red ball should go in. So that's all I'm trying to focus on here. Maybe setting myself up. So just should have used just a little bit more power. But you can see that's the goal. And you can see how many I sunk. And I was already at 400 some points. So you can see just doing it, easily we're going to be able to get over 1,000 points. And it's just the object of this format is to go on the longest streak that we can. 950 there. Easily could have been in the thousands. I just couldn't get that last touch. And if I would have used a special ball with a little bit more guide, that would have been the easiest way to see what we needed to do for the shot. So, and there you see it. We have one round in there, 950 tiebreaker, much higher than the other guests. And let's just see, 10 keep in mind 10 rounds, 13. We can easily do 1,300 just by doing, 1,000, 1,200 each round. It's going to be easy for you to really inflate those scores. And that's how these guys are shooting those high scores. They're just positioning everything by the pocket and then just tapping and going in on a mega run. Because if I would have made those last two shots, we're talking an extra 850 points. And that would have almost doubled that tiebreaker. So that's the purpose of this, is to just get that tiebreaker up as high as you can. If you can average 1,500 a round, you're going to put yourself right in that nice high score format. And also considering that the other way, it doesn't matter how many shots. It's just basically about setting up the longest run you can. So that's where you position them towards the center pockets, and you just go on those nice little run. So keep all that in mind. Best of luck out there, guys, and look for future content coming up.